Hi team, I'm Lydia Fay, your ginger gal pal, and today I'd like to share with you my experience with Tim Hortons. So I don't know if I made that sound really dark and ominous. I do have some positive things to share about Tim Hortons. So this is a Canadian chain of bakery cafes. So they've got an all-day breakfast menu and some amazing donuts and baked goods. And coffee. Quick shout out to Karis for the suggestion. Thanks gal, you can go check her out on Instagram. So this Canadian chain actually has 25 locations here in the UK. And I'm currently living in Manchester, so Matt and I went to check out our local branch. So as much as I can say about the atmosphere, it's a bit hard because Manchester and the UK is currently still in the middle of pandemic and in the middle of a lockdown, but I think that they had some amazing artwork on the wall and it looked like a really funky space to dine in, but obviously at the moment they're only doing drive-through and takeaway. They had a lot of like little spots mapped down on the floor, so I felt like they negotiated the flow of customers really well. They had the guards up and things like that. Safety wise, I think they're handling it really well at the moment. So Matt and I have been twice now. The first time we went, it was like lunchtime, so I had a maple iced coffee and a chicken wrap, and Matt had like a chicken sandwich, chicken burger kind of thing off the menu, and they were really tasty. So we've gone back a second time. The first time Matt also had a donut, he had a Boston creme. So he really enjoyed that as well. So the second time we went, I was really keen to try this all-day breakfast menu. I really like the breakfast menu at McDonald's, but I feel like it's really annoying. I never really get there before 11. So I was keen for this to be like a cheeky replacement for that. So this time I got the egg, bacon and cheese muffin, kind of like going for a egg and bacon McMuffin kind of deal, and I got that in a meal. So again, I got the maple iced coffee because I loved that last time. The second time around, I don't think it had as much syrup in it, so it wasn't as sweet, so the coffee was quite strong, but I still liked it, and it came in a different groovy funky cup, which I thought was really cute. As far as the egg, bacon and cheese muffin, the bacon must have been seasoned in something else. Like, it was a funny color, which was fine. It tasted okay. The egg wasn't like in a ring like it normally is. It was kind of like an omelet style, which isn't really my vibe. I know some people like that, but for me, I kind of prefer it to be in that ring formation. And the cheese wasn't really melted, which is neither here nor there, but it was what it was. I didn't quite enjoy it as much as like a standard McMuffin, if I'm honest. And then coming to the hash brown. So in my mind, a normal hash brown is like kind of diced potato in that oval formation. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I really like the McDonald's one. I feel like I keep comparing it to that. But this was interesting. It kind of felt like a thin slice of potato coated and deep fried, so it had like a different consistency. So when I first bit into it, I was a bit unsure about it because it wasn't really like traditional hash brownie, but it did grow on me. I think looking back, it was kind of like my family used to make things like that on a barbecue kind of thing, that vibe. So I would have one of those again. I probably wouldn't have the muffin again though. I much preferred their lunch menu rather than their breakfast menu. I really enjoyed the chicken wrap that I had. And this time around as well, Matt tried a different donut, which was the, what was it? Oh, old-fashioned glazed donut. So I would highly recommend this. I definitely enjoyed it much more than some of the other donuts on their menu, but it's kind of like glazed obviously, but not glazed as we know it in modern terms. It kind of had like a cinnamonness to it, and like it was spongy and sweet and gorgeous. So I very much enjoyed that. And price wise, I feel like things were pretty standard. Like the coffee was quite reasonable, and like for two people getting breakfast and coffee, like I think the total was, so it was £13 and 46p, and that was like 2 coffees, a burger, a donut, and a breakfast muffin and a hash brown, which I think is quite reasonable, all things considered. So definitely fits in like that takeaway, more affordable vibe. They seem to have quite an inclusive menu as well. I saw that there was like vegetarian and vegan options. I'm not sure how you'd fare with things like gluten-free and things like that. Being a bakery, it seemed like a lot of carby goodness. But I might be wrong. The first time we went, it was really quiet and we did get really lovely service. I think they weren't used to getting people in, so they were a bit like taken aback when we walked in. But then this time around it was a little bit busier, and there was like this lovely little old dear on the tills, and she seemed a bit new and she was like working out the menu, so we had a little bit of a laugh together, and that was cute. So they're normally quite helpful about the menu and like smiling faces under the masks as much as you can, I guess. So very impressed with the customer service. I definitely recommend checking out Tim Hortons if there's one near you. Donuts, coffee. I feel like if you have a sweetener in it, they do like French vanilla lattes and things like that. Kind of how Starbucks is known for sugary drinks. I think this is good for things like that. I'm not sure if the coffee bean quality is amazing. Sugary goodness, can't go wrong. I think the breakfast menu can be a bit hit and miss with people, but give it a go. Definitely recommend anything from their chicken menu, because I had the chicken wrap, Matt had the chicken sandwich burger thing, and it was like crispy, lovely batter, kind of like Chick-fil-A in America. It kind of reminded me of that sort of thing. Those would be my recommendations. All in all, it was just nice to get out of the house. Matt and I keep looking for kind of activities and things to do safely. And coffee is definitely a necessity for me. I used to get coffee out a lot more than I am at the moment, but first world problems, am I right? But yeah, it was something different to do in Manchester, to go to a Canadian cafe bakery. I'm still confused at what it is. Like, I think it says something about a bakery. It's not really a cafe, it's kind of like fast food, like, I don't know. But yeah, just wanted to share my experience with you. Comment down below if you yourself if you yourself have been to Tim Hortons, or if you're curious to check it out now. Definitely rate their maple iced latte. Anyway, that's definitely enough ginger for one day. Bye guys.